And there we are back. In the last episode I said we would go to Tatooine and check if Mission's brother is already back in the Zerka shop, in the Zerka office, but yeah, well, I didn't want to bore you with this if he's not there, because it would take some time to get there. Maybe we're getting attacked on the way there, so it would take some time. So I decided to check this out, and he was not there. So instead we will go to Korriban and check out what we can find there. Yeah, I mean, we need to find the last part of the Star map, obviously, so we can go to the Star Forge and save Bastila. So yeah, let's go to Korriban. Well, looks like we're not getting attacked this time. Very good. So yeah, once we're done with Korriban, we go back to Tatooine and talk to Mission's brother to advance his quest. Because then I suspect he will have returned. I mean, he didn't say how long it will take, just later. Well, whatever that means. But now, let's see what Korriban has in store for us. It's the home planet of the Sith, so we should be careful. Alright then. I would like to take Jolie with me, just because I don't want Shohani to get tempted. So Jolie. And, well, why not HK? Let's see what he has to say to all of this, what is happening on this planet. Alright. You guys are ready. 21 defense, 23 defense, 27 defense. Okay, yeah. Our droid is perfectly prepared for this. Can I talk to the mechanic?
Nice to see the Hawk still in one piece. Beauty of a ship, that.
Oh, so you know it? How do you know about the Ebon Hawk?
Ah, I've seen this little ship before plenty of times. Used to make runs for the Exchange, didn't it? Korriban's nice and remote. The kind of place the Exchange likes. You don't need to worry about me saying anything. I don't give a whit what you do with your ship. Smuggling's what the Hawk was made for, though.
But who are you?
Oh, nobody special. I just do the routine maintenance work for the ships that come in. I used to see the Hawk here all the time.
Can I ask you some questions?
You sure can.
What can you tell me about Korriban?
Not much. It's a pretty barren planet, to tell the truth. Not of much interest to anyone. Unless you're a Sith, I guess. They seem to think this place is something special.
Why do the Sith think Korriban is special?
Probably all them ruins they found on the surface. That's the reason they built their academy here, I guess. To dig all them ruins up.
There's a Sith Academy here. Yeah, I mean, I knew it already because of Star Wars The Old Republic, the MMO. Because, well, some of the origin stories start on Korriban in the Sith Academy, but apparently we don't know it here, so there's a Sith Academy here?
There's people that come here from all over Sith space to try and join the academy. Most of them die, I hear. Pretty gruesome business, that.
And how does someone get to the ruins? No, what can you tell me about the Sith Academy? I want to know about that first.
There's people that come here from all over Sith.
That's all he... Okay, he didn't tell us anything new. How does someone get to the ruins?
You don't. Not unless you're a Sith in the academy. They're the only ones allowed on the surface. They pay Zerka to ship things in and out, I guess, but that's all closely monitored.
So I have to go to the academy. Okay. So how does someone get into the academy?
I don't know. There's all kinds of hopefuls in the colony trying to get in. Why don't you ask one of them?
Have you ever heard of a star map?
A star map? You mean like a navigation chart?
Kinda. But much older, perhaps in the ruins?
If them Sith found a star map in those ruins, nobody's ever mentioned it.
Alright. Okay. Thanks, I'll be going.
Yep. Take care now.
Journal entry edits. It seems that only the Sith of the local monastery have access to the ruins of the surface. If you are going to reach them and search for the star map, it will have to be through the monastery. Alright. Okay. Do I have to talk to the Sith authority? Yeah. How do you know I'm a Jedi?
Inkin kutakom justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu aitha hodonga tolpat chipedwana ni bobo. Tonk nabung shanun yang. Tonk.
Well, obviously, we've done that before. Okay. So, I imagine...
Kuya mi juz kachita naipatoga ya fulki kukula ji. Ui. Itha nadana yitya. Kuntit.
For real? That's not really necessary, is it? Yes, I don't have to pay it. Can I ask you some questions? Could you tell me about Korriban?
Tuni rana no prata dunk tong hai tuam jiji yumalit pa ang inkotu. Tolba da bunk walyagando de nagot.
Have you, what can you tell me about the Sith Academy?
Tabist yubong konki pangpa. Ching palachiska muli. Tuni rana no prata dunk no searchadom.
I can imagine. What do you know about the Sith's excavations?
Tuni pudu. Rana no prata dunk no searcha.
He's speaking like if he's getting angry or afraid. Well, alright. I'll be on my way then.
Mucha shak pangpa.
Alright. Who do we have here?
No, that is the wrong answer. Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid, can you?
Watawama mulira king kunjope shak. No ba mulira ji. Johnny yun turung chi wi itadia. Pola una chinek. Ba mulira slimo anga kunbis king.
I'm no master, yet, but I like the sound of that. All right, one more question. The lot of you is trying my patience. All right, let's say you become a Sith and I am your commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
Oh, of course, Shardan. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you.
No, no, no. Do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards? Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show true authority, true power. That is why the Sith are strong.
Tunipudu! Rana no prata dunk no searcha! Ichua penki!
No, you don't understand, and you probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the academy. The other students would tear you apart. Bah! I can't be bothered with fools. Perhaps I should, You, Jedi, you're looking to get into the academy, are you not? Well, of course you are. Why else would you be here? Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive in the academy. A lesson must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what form it should take.
Well, if you can't think of anything cruel, you really shouldn't be out here, young man, should you?
I wasn't talking to you. I'm thinking to spare them the effort of being killed and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or force lightning. Yes, it's a most impressive display. Or perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their bodily functions. What do you think? I just can't seem to decide.
But why are you asking me?
Please, tell him to let us go, I beg you.
Silence. Why not ask you? I'm rather exhausted from dealing with hopefuls like these. I can barely think straight. Besides, I find it fun. Come now, a decision, please.
Well... I think humiliation would be enough.
You do? Perhaps having a bunch of hopefuls soiling themselves would be somewhat amusing. Let's see, shall we?
Well, he didn't do what we asked, but... yeah, instead of humiliating them and stripping them of clothes and running around, he just used his force lightning on them. Well, I think it was...
Yes?
Sorry. The buttons again. I'm thinking of the other game I'm playing, so I've pressed on the other button. What I wanted to check is, yeah, we're still like very light. He is very dark and he's in the middle, so we have everything we need in here. Oh, let me check the map. Zerkastor, Cantina, and no to Korriban. Okay. Who are you, Bari? What sort of... sorry? Sorry, I had a call. I had to skip that. What sort of merchandise do you offer?
Patisa! Con mulis limo poi wanga kun liskin. Chi ita kanki changa kilikon.
And what sort of connections?
Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na ota vokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka chiwi aita ka chong chicha, baba Hassan shan. No ba.
Alright. Why will I need weapons?
Just cronky do patslimo. Chi ita kanki chana kilikon chiwi aita ka chong chicha agi inko tukakin cha nawabakaon bagwa shang konti machi.
And what connections do you have?
Jiska dosoki chiwi
We have that already. Can I see your merchandise?
kakin cha nawabaka.
First of all, the sell list. I don't think I have anything, but I always take a look. I can sell like the droid plating, at least 2 of those, and this one as well. Show the buy list. Krut Warblade, Vibro Double Blade, Fats Heavy Pistol, Cusses Fats Heavy Pistol. Alright, no, we don't need it, but okay. Bothan Shrieker. Attribute damage, dexterity, DC 14. A lot of extra things, extra damage things it does, but the main damage is not that high actually. I would rather have something with normal high damage. That is nice. 3 to 15, 3 to 13. It would have like something else. Grenades? No, I'm not. No. Okay, it doesn't have anything that would be interesting to me. Alright, but at least we could sell something directly in front of him. Freighter crewman?
Well, there isn't much to do in Dreshte, except have a drink till your ship's...
Look here, my dear friends. We have some newcomers to the colony, led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them before, have you?
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest of us.
Well, if you'd seen us before, we wouldn't be newcomers, would we?
Yeah.
Smart-mouthed newcomers, to boot.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lashao.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith. Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that,
I think that's a lot of responsibility for simple scum like you.
How precocious. I think this one tried to make a joke, don't you?
I didn't think it was funny.
Neither did I. A brave face, perhaps, but I'm more interested in being amused at the moment, I think. What do you say? Amuse us, make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live.
Persuasion? No. If you really want to fight, no, be careful. You might be heading for more trouble than you can handle.
What?
I think someone just stood up to you, Lasho.
Shut up, fool, unless you want to be next.
Yeah? Anytime.
Stop it. This is boring. Let's just go back to the academy.
Fine, we'll go. As for you, I'll find you later. Trust me on that.
Well, then we'll have to show her who we are. Because we are Darth Revan. At least to them. I mean, for us, we're not Darth Revan anymore, but still.
Are you new to Korriban?
Yes, but you don't want to talk? Alright. I understand. Let's go on. What do we have here? Even though he has joined your group, Jolee remains a somewhat mysterious character. Maybe you should speak to him about why he chose to come with you. Speak to Jolee.
Got something on your mind, do you?
Why did you decide to come with me? It's weird. I would have asked him before, but he's not on my ship, so I wasn't able to talk to him at all.
You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an uller in mating season. Oh, frightful.
Okay, so you wanted to ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, seriously, tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Is this a comment on my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
And you traveled with this man?
I did. Just because someone has the Force swirling about them doesn't always mean they have a great destiny. But it doesn't hurt to check it out. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
But you're making all of this up? Is this supposed to be some hidden meaning in this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
So why didn't you leave?
Well, he had a much better food dispenser than you do. That and the fact that even I wasn't an altogether impatient twit. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians.
No.
But at the time, they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning. And that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
So Andor killed Krad, I take it?
Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too, or those could have just been gurgling noises. No, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
And what does that have to do with you coming with me?
Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but when one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime... Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Alright. Jolly Bindo. You and Jolly have talked a little about his past. You may continue the conversation with him in the future, perhaps once you have gained some more experience. I'm already level 17. How am I going to have more experience? Alright. Citizens. Zerka representative.
Greetings. You've heard of that awful business on Idian, yes? Our corporate outpost there has been destroyed by the Wookiee savages. This could put back the use of Wookiee labor considerably. We may even have to abandon the planet completely. What can you do? Sorry. Was there something you needed?
So what does Zerka do here on Korriban?
We do some mining here, and are responsible for local shipping and support of the Sith on Korriban. Our starport is mostly just freighters and such. But we do get many travelers that come here to learn from the Sith. I must say, Zerka is in need of droids right now. That's a mighty fine-looking one you have there.
Objection. This unit is not for sale, meatbag.
Indeed, it's not.
Yes, of course. No offense meant. Touchy, isn't it? This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. Rather inauspicious, isn't it? We offer good prices here to those traders that keep the colony supplied. If you're in need of anything, this is the place to come.
Alright. So Zerka works with the Sith.
Well, why not? This is Sith space now, and the company has to survive regardless of who is in charge. The Republic, the Sith, the economy has to keep going. Now, was there anything else?
Could I ask you some questions about the colony?
Certainly.
What can you tell me about the colony?
There truly isn't much to tell, citizen. Dresh Day was established by the Sith, and we arrived to take advantage of some of the planet's mineral wealth. The only thing that's really unusual about Dresh Day, I suppose, is that the Sith built their academy on the east side of the colony. You don't find those just anywhere.
So it's on the east side, alright. What do you know about the Sith Academy?
Not much. The Sith are a rather secretive lot, and they don't allow many into the academy. I hear they claim that Korriban was inhabited long ago by other Sith, but no one really knows if that's true. The planet is certainly uninhabited outside of Dresh Day, and always has been.
And who is allowed in the academy?
Only prospective students. We get many who come here each year hoping to get picked. Many are simply considered too weak, I'm afraid. I understand there is one main person amongst the Sith who decides which students are worthy. Yuthura Ban, I believe her name is.
And where do I find this Yuthura?
Other than in the academy itself, I'm sorry, I don't know.
In the academy, apparently. How can one reach the ruins on the surface?
Zerka sends freighters to the surface every now and again to ferry artifacts to the core. The men are not allowed out of their ships, however, as only Sith are allowed on the surface. Beyond that, I really can't say.
Alright. Can say or don't know?
Well, all I know is that they call the site the Valley of the Dark Lords. Apparently, there are Sith lords of old buried in tombs there. I don't know anything else. Neither will you, I'm sure. Only the Sith students are allowed access to the site.
Alright. Have you heard anything about a star map?
A star map? We sell navigational components, if that's what you mean.
Not really. I mean, as in old ruins.
Well, the Sith have some old ruins that interest them up on the surface of the planet. If this map of yours is there, however, they've said nothing about it.
Alright.
Do come again.
I would like to buy things. My journal has an update. Enter the Sith Academy. In order to get inside the Sith Academy in Dresh Day, you will have to be approved by one of the Sith as a worthy hopeful. The one who does the deciding is a Twi'lek. It's a Twi'lek by the name of Yuthura Ban, apparently. Could I buy something?
I suppose you've heard about the destruction of Taurus, yes? Awful business, that. Zerka lost a fortune there. Not that the Sith care.
Can I see what you have to offer?
You certainly can. Allow me to punch up our stock.
Life support packs, construction kits, security spike, tunneler, security spike. He has 5 security spike. Uses unlimited. Actually, I could use these before I never used these things. I should use these things. Security spike tunneler. Locking machine. Yeah. Let's take this as well. Anything else? I don't think anything here. Yeah, maybe we find some lightsabers that we can use. But anything here I don't think we need. Bonus feat, weapon and specialization, okay. Ocular enhance, bond gauntlets, demolitions +6, not bad. Stabilizer gauntlets, arcane energy shields. No, shields are not that interesting to me. Stealth generator, Sith regenerator. Extensively used by Sith intelligence operatives. This implant stimulates cell replication in the user's body, allowing wounds to be healed quickly and easily. It is most frequently used on operatives operating behind enemy lines for extended periods where medical treatment is not normally available. That is nice. Regeneration too. Maybe I'm going to buy that. And these stimulants are also not bad. And this as well. Let me buy 2 of those, 2 of those, stamina, 2 of those, and I will either... I have the money for it, so I'll buy it, yeah. Now I don't have any money left, but I at least have that. I would sell the data pads if they would bring me money, but it doesn't seem like. Well, alright. I think I can sell this, yeah. Droid platings can be got. Yeah, it's fine. Advanced targeting computer. Yeah, so at least now we have a little bit more money. Beam splitter as well. Alright, then let me check this. Currently I'm using the awareness +10, dexterity +2, which is actually very good for me. What is this doing? Mind affection? Mind affecting, yeah. If I take this off and use this instead, I'd have 2 less in dexterity, but I would regenerate my health. So I think it's worth it. Yeah. Well, also my awareness is now 10 lower, but it's now 8. He has awareness 12 and he has awareness 3. Okay, so we have to rely on Julie. At least we're now having regeneration. Zerka guard.
Go about your business, please, citizen.
Alright. Prospective Sith?
I've had 2 friends killed by the Sith already. It must be some kind of test. I'll survive and make it into the Academy. I know it!
Alright. If you say so. You want to talk about it?
Something you need?
Oh, I can talk to him and for real. Who are you?
Nobody you need to know. I'm just here to try to get into the Sith Academy.
Why would you want to get into the Academy?
Why? Why? That's really a dumb question. To become a Sith, of course. To wield the greatest power in the galaxy.
Okay. And what do you think your chances are?
I don't know. I've been here for a few days now, and the Sith still haven't paid me any attention. Suppose I should consider myself lucky. I've heard of some of the prospects getting killed. Still, it's all a test, and I'll just have to be strong.
Alright, why not join the Jedi instead?
Ha! They're weaklings, not worth anyone's attention. It's the Sith that are going to conquer the galaxy, after all.
I don't think so. How does someone get into the Academy?
Well, you have to impress one of the Sith. The final decision rests with Korriban, however. She's the one who decides exactly which of us get into the academy or not. I've been hanging out hoping she'll come by and notice me, to be honest.
And where's this Korriban?
Usually she's in the academy, but sometimes she comes out into the colony to look for prospects. If she's in the colony, she can usually be found in the cantina, but not always. She's one of the most powerful Sith in the academy, I hear.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, go on.
I can go in the academy to find her. In order... She can reportedly be sometimes found in the colony's cantina. You should check there. And the cantina is here. So let's check that out now.